What's up, everybody? I'm AJ, and this is my channel, Just Go. This is my dad, and he's gonna come along with us on a couple of rides in my future videos.
Hey guys, I'm Marty, aka Dad. Don't call me Daddy. That just makes it weird. But you ladies out there, we'll talk about that one, all right?
Oh, come on.
But I used to own a Atomic Garage in Central Texas. We used to work on hot rods, cars, bikes, all sorts of stuff. About a decade ago, I guess now. I've been riding motorcycles for 30 years. And in the beginning, I'm honest. I'll be honest. I was hesitant about this Chinese bike, but I actually really like it. It's small, it's lightweight, it's easy to use. I'm a relatively big guy. I'm 180 centimeters tall. That's like 5'11". And I don't know, like 270 pounds. I'm 120, 30 kilos, something like that. So basically twice or 2.5 times AJ's weight. And cruising around the city, it's fantastic. So now we're based in Hungary. In Hungary, you have speed limits inside the city limits of 50 kilometers per hour. Cruising at that speed is a blast. This bike is so easy to move around, whip around, get into parking space, get it out of places. I love it. Jumping up onto sidewalks, it works great. Now for me, being this heavy, once you leave the town, the speed jumps up to 90, which with my weight, it does struggle a little bit. Now I can get up to 90, 100, no problem. So cruising is okay, but it's definitely built for a lighter person. So with AJ sitting on the bike, you basically have no problems getting this thing to speed.
Speeds up pretty well.
What I really liked about it was the first time looking at it, right? It is a full-size bike. It's not small. The height is nice. The dimensions are nice and comfortable. Sitting on the bike, it's quite comfortable. The seat is hard. I agree with that. And it just seems to kind of fit. It has a nice overall feel to it. And it's something I recommend. And I look forward to using now for the next couple of years and seeing what happens with it. One thing with this bike, you have to realize the aftermarket hasn't caught up yet. So if you want various accessories, it's going to be difficult to find. Right now, it does have like luggage racks, side panniers, but for some reason here in Hungary, at least, we can't get them. So I know there's a company in England, in the UK, that we can order them from, but locally, we can't really source any of this stuff. So what we really want for this bike, we do want to put crash bars on. We want to put some sort of rack system on. Now, we might get stuck building our own crash bars. That might just happen. And we might do some sort of soft luggage for the back just to be able to get some gear with us when we go camping and traveling around. For me, actually for both of our heights, the handlebars are low. So it definitely needs about a 2 centimeter handlebar riser. Now we'll either hopefully find something that fits, or we might actually just make something for that as well. So this bike will need a little bit of tweaking here and there, but it does have some nice features. The levers are all adjustable. That's automatic. The foot pegs are nice and large. You can actually take the rubber insert out, make it better for off-road. The brake pedal is nice and large. So it's, again, a very comfortable bike to use, especially for beginners. You're not going to be really searching around, feeling around for too much. You can set the bike up how you want it. Obviously, you set the clutch the way you want it, the clutch lever the way you want it, and it's good to go. One nice feature, there's 2 USB connectors, one on each side of your console. The first impression, which was kind of interesting, is when we first bought the bike and the first minute of sitting on it at the dealership it was strange. Let me say that. So, for 30 years, I've ridden all sorts of bikes, and the very first time sitting on this bike and driving the first like 10 meters, the front end just shimmied. It shook. It was the oddest sensation. I can't even really describe it. And I had the dealer jump on it to give it, go for a spin. I had the mechanic there go for a spin. And by the time they had come back, that shimmy had kind of gone away. And then now we put a few kilometers on it and it's just not there. So I don't know if from manufacturing, something wasn't tightened or God knows, but it seems to have kind of settled itself out and kind of fallen into place, and now it works great. Yeah. So we don't really feel anything strange like that. The one thing I'm a bit disappointed with so far are the service intervals. Now it's a 125cc, so you have to service them more than bigger bikes, but I think this is a bit ridiculous. So the first oil change is 500 kilometers. That's okay. After that, it's every 3,000 kilometers. Now, I think that's a bit short. It's almost like the manufacturer and the dealerships are trying to make a little bit of money on that. So most likely, we're probably going to fall out of warranty, to tell you the truth. I can't imagine us for the next 5 years getting the oil changed, that frequently and exactly like that.
It just seems like a waste.
Yeah, and it's just far too frequent. Obviously, you would do it more often, but I just think it's a little bit too much. Besides that, I think that's it. So definitely looking forward to traveling with this kid. I'm gonna go along for basically 2 reasons. The first reason is safety. He's actually a young guy. He's relatively new rider, especially these long distance trips he's never done. And the second point, he's an idiot. So, being stupid and being on a motorcycle is a bad combination. So hopefully I'll help balance him out a little bit. So stick with us. Now this bike actually has 2 different versions of itself. This is the T125X. The X comes with the front screen, and the display cluster is actually vertical. If you get the standard T125, you won't get the front ferrule is actually different. This screen does not exist. You have a long upper bill, and the screen is actually flipped horizontal. Now, it really is the same bike, just a little bit different. It depends what people prefer, honestly. The one thing with these tall screens, this one's not tall by any means, but for a new rider, you'd want to think, do you want this style or do you like the other one? On my bikes, I've actually broken off several of the taller screens by flying over the handlebars. Hopefully this doesn't happen to you, but we'll see.
Yeah. I like this version more because the windscreen makes it look like an adventure bike. But your other one, it doesn't look too good. It has like a weird long beak in the front. So I just like the design of this a lot more, and also how the digital screen is upright, so it's easier to see.
Yeah, it's really personal preference, but the bikes are identical.
Yeah.
Okay, guys, that'll do it for today. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe. Pretty soon, in about a month, I think in July, we're taking this bike to Romania, Bulgaria, maybe Moldova, and we'll see how she handles. Thanks for watching.
And remember, guys, just go.
I love you, man.